more can I say?
Top Billin. All right, Top Billin, you got to get with this one right here, man, because this shit is bananas. My man Deion Sanders just broke the internet. He flipped the number one overall player in the country, one Travis Hunter from Collins Hill out in Sewanee, Georgia, a longtime FSU commit of all places. Obviously, the place that Deion Sanders put on the map, his historic university, his historic career just added to with this man now in college football at an HBCU in Jackson State University, landed the number one player in the country. It's one thing to talk it, which we saw with him a couple of cycles ago when he first started, and he was talking about eventually getting some of these elite recruits into a Jackson State or just an HBCU in general, but especially at Jackson State where he was at. And now that man has gone out and done it. Of course, getting a guy who's a cornerback / wide receiver, if you're one of those guys like that and you're coming up and you're committed to FSU, obviously you're very familiar with a Deion Sanders. Who better to pilot your on-field career and your off-field career now with the name, image, and likeness thing going on there than Deion Sanders? The guy is a master recruiter, first and foremost. He is a very good football coach, very accomplished now at Jackson State University, and we know his marketing game is the best perhaps in the history of the sport. So if you really think about this, man, I know this shit is really mind-blowing that a guy like this, longtime commit to FSU, but think about it. It's Deion Sanders. Now, obviously, you guys know I got this from a well-placed source, and I could not absolutely believe it one bit when I was first told. I was like, nah, I just can't see this happening right now. But the more and more you think about it, for this particular kid right here who has dreams and has the talent to be able to play both ways, pause, just like Deion did in college, play for Deion, who will use him both ways. Deion will put a lot of shine on this kid. His games will be all over TV. Now, what's the cons to this? I know a lot of people are going to talk about the level of competition, and rightfully so. Obviously, it's a lower level of competition. Will this prepare a cat like that for the NFL? It remains to be seen, but we've seen people from lower levels of competition go through college and end up in the NFL, and we're like, what? Where did this guy come from? So we already know this guy has talent. It's not the fact that he had to be found or anything like that. Like a lot of these guys that are coming from the lower level, we already know this guy can play. He's proved it against the best competition in that they have to offer in high school football. No doubt about that, whether it be in a competition settings like camps or just in a regular football season. So we scratch that. It's about, can you get great coaching? Competition does matter. That's how you hone your game, and that's how you really know what you're about. But he will get unbelievable coaching there between Deion Sanders and Kevin Mathis, of course, being there as well as the cornerbacks coach. So he'll be coached up, man. Now, if you think about this logically, how long will Deion Sanders be at Jackson State? If I'm being honest right now, I'm mad that he did not get a job this cycle. There were so many jobs open. This guy has already proven himself to me, and we know, just like if you're doing a projection with a guy in high school going to college, if you're projecting this man going from Jackson State to, say, Oregon or to a TCU, especially those Texas schools that had openings, Texas Tech and places like that, Deion Sanders would have destroyed it. He just flipped the number one player in the country and took him to Jackson State. Come on, man. You people out there weren't thinking. Deion Sanders at Oregon? What would that have looked like, man? The most fashionable place out there with the uniforms and everything. Come on, man. That was perfect. You guys got to give this dude a shot, and you're not even giving him a shot. He's earned that shit, in my opinion. So I don't know. What you guys think about this, though? This is definitely going to break the internet for sure. I'm happy to see something like that, whether it be this kid going to Alabama or the usual places that we always see. Hey, man. Going to Jackson State University and HBCU as the number one overall player. Can Deion add to that? That is a good start, I'll tell you that, right? If you're out there and you're seeing the number one player in the country do it, why not follow suit? I don't know. So we shall see. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I know you will. It's your boy Murph, the Underground King. Thanks for watching as always. Peace. Top Billin.